Morning.
Morning. I barely had any proper sleep last night. The wolves were non-stop howling.
I'm sorry about that. I will make sure they do not disturb you again.
Jesus, Tobias, you don't need to kill them.
Kill them. By God, woman, no. I meant quiet them down a little bit, move them to another area.
Of course you did. Sorry, I'm still half asleep.
Have you seen Julia around? She wasn't in her room this morning.
Good question. I don't actually know. I haven't seen her at all. Not even in her room. Strange.
We're probably worrying too much. She's probably out picking flowers with friends. I'm sure she's fine.
Alright, but if a couple of hours pass and she doesn't turn up, we need to send a search party out for her. And I'm coming with you to find her. She's our daughter. I don't want anything to happen to her, especially with Francis around.
You have my word. I promise you, I will find her, even if I have to travel a long way to save her. She's our little girl.
Well, let's hope she turns up, so it doesn't come to that. I'm going to make breakfast now. Call you when it's ready, honey. So, what's happening? Have you heard about Francis? Not really. Ever since we put him in jail, I haven't heard anything about him in years. Someone bribed the police academy and got him an early release. He's coming for us. That's impossible. No one would even considering accepting the bribe in the police academy. How was this even possible? My aunt can see visions. A woman called Dolly pressed his release. Ever since then, she has had no other visions. Dolly. The name sounds familiar. I will have to look into that. I swear I have seen her face before. She worked for Paul Davison. Right. You know as well as I do. I don't really connect with much of this society. My home is where my life is, but obviously I went to school here, as do all the other kids, but I've never heard of these people. How was it? After your mother started a new life. Francis was a horrible man to your mother. I had to help her. She just wanted to do what was right, and she was thinking about you, about all her children she could have, and getting back to your father was the thing she wanted the most. It was hard at the beginning. She trusted Dad a lot, but she kept having nightmares about Francis for a couple of years. Even when I was 6 years old, I could hear her crying in her sleep. I did my best to comfort her, and it worked sometimes, but my father has done everything in his power to protect our family. I love them both. He is her rock, and one true love. They have a bond that nobody can really explain. He has been there for her, and he's been there for us. I always did like your father. He was a bit shy at first, didn't understand a lot of English words, but he got better, and turned out pretty well in the end. I do miss them. I was the only person your mother told about her pregnancy. Yeah, she also told me about that, and you probably didn't know this, but congratulations. When we were born, you were officially chosen to be our godmother. You just never knew. Oh my, I think I'm going to cry. Nothing would make me happier than to be your godmother. She made the right choice. Welcome to the family. Now, will you help me protect it? Of course I will. I just have no idea where to begin. Ever since Francis was put in jail, everything was under control. Now everything is even more dangerous than before. We need to get a hold of this before Francis gets to your homeland, and we cannot let that happen. We're going to stop him for good this time. I really think you should tell your mother and father that you're here. I can sense they are a little worried about you being gone so long. I can't. This was my last resort. I had to escape there to find help. We are preparing for anything, but we need some real help. I didn't want to leave them. I had no choice. I don't like myself for doing it, but I had to. Oh boy, your mother is not going to be happy with me keeping this from her, or your father. I know this is a lot to ask of you, but I wouldn't have come here if I didn't think you would help us. I came here in a matter of urgency, and I owe you for helping my mother before. If this is the opportunity I can get for saving my family, then I have to take it. All right, I will help you. Let's get started on looking into Francis's associate, Dolly.
Isn't your sister usually here with us? We do this every Wednesday. Oh yeah, she's, hunting. Hunting. At this time of day. She's not even supposed to be doing that. Only males are allowed to hunt, at least. That's what we have been brought up to believe. Well, you know Julia. She does what she wants. She won't listen to anyone else. I guess it's just us for today. She should be back soon. I hope so. It will be dark soon. If she doesn't return before sundown, we need to consult the king. She could be in danger. I know, Ernesto, I'm future king after all. If there were any signs that my sister was in trouble, it would be my responsibility to find her. As future king, you bring your troubles to me. Do you question my judgment? No, I don't. I just think it's a bit weird that your sister's out hunting. If she isn't back by sundown, I am telling your father. Please, sister, you have to come home. I don't know how much longer I can keep this secret.
It's good to see you, sister.
And you, why so nervous? Has something happened?
Have you seen Jane anywhere around today? She wasn't in her room this morning, and she usually tells us where she is going and when she is going. Have you seen her today? I'm a little worried.
Oh, this isn't good. No, I'm afraid I haven't. I would have told you if I would.
I know you would have. I'm just very worried right now. If she doesn't return by sunset, me and my wife are going out with a search party to look for her. I will never forgive myself if anything happened to her.
We need to speak to someone, preferably someone that your daughter always speaks to, maybe one of her friends, or the villagers in the kingdom. What about your son?
Julian, maybe he will know something. I haven't seen him today either. I will track him down and see if he knows anything about Julia. Thank you for the advice, sister. I shall see you soon.
And if I see Julia around, I will be sure to let you know as soon as possible. Stay safe, brother. I will do what I can to help.